Hello, first graders. Today we're going to be learning about what your shadow does when you're not looking. So our learning target is I can explain why shadows change during the day. And the success criteria for this is you can describe shadows in the morning, evening versus midday. Okay. So we're gonna go through a mystery science. I'm recording this for you because it's reading through a book and I wanted you guys to be able to see the whole thing on your own since it doesn't read to you. So I'm gonna share our screen and we're gonna get started on the mystery science.
Hi, it's Doug. Today, you're going to read a story about someone named Jada. One summer day, she goes to the beach and notices that sometimes she can see her shadow, but other times she can't find it. You're going to read about what happens when Jada starts playing with her shadow. But you aren't just going to read. Sometimes you'll get up and do something, look for clues, or stop to talk about your ideas. Let's turn the page and get started.
Hi, I'm Jada. This is my mom and my brother Billy. One summer morning, we all went to the beach. At the beach, Mom put up her umbrella. The umbrella blocked the sunshine. It made a shadow. I blocked the sunshine, so I made a shadow. My shadow was taller than I was. When I moved, my shadow moved. It followed me everywhere. The sun went behind a cloud. My shadow disappeared. The sun came out, and my shadow came back. Stop and think. Why did Jada's shadow disappear? Why did it come back? Okay, maybe say out loud right now what you're thinking. I only had a shadow when there was sunshine. When there was no light, I had no shadow. I wondered, what else does my shadow do when I'm not paying attention? I decided to find out. Hey, Billy, I have an idea. Draw a line around my shadow. Why? Billy asked. If my shadow changes, I will see the change, I told him. I will if you help me build a sandcastle, Billy said. Billy drew a line around my shadow. I helped Billy build a sandcastle. At lunchtime, we all sat in the shade under the umbrella. We had a picnic. After lunch, I looked at my shadow. Look at this, Billy, I said. How has Jada's shadow changed? How has the position of the sun changed? So in this picture, I can see Jada and her shadow looks much longer and the sun seems much lower in the sky. Then at lunchtime, her shadow's much shorter, smaller, and the sun is much higher in the sky. In the morning, the sun was low in the sky. My shadow was tall. At lunchtime, the sun was high above me. My shadow was short. Get up and move. Pretend to be a shadow. It's morning. Stretch up tall. It's lunchtime. Shrink down small. Okay, stretch up tall. Shrink down small. Okay, good job. I wondered, what will my shadow look like in the afternoon? Your shadow was tall in the morning and it got shorter, Billy said. I think it will keep getting shorter. I think it will get tall again, I said. The sun will be low in the sky, just like it was this morning. What do you think Jada's shadow will look like in the afternoon? Why do you think that? So I want you to think about that right now. Make a prediction in your head about what you think her shadow will look like in the afternoon. Okay. Billy and I played on the beach all afternoon. Then it was time to go home. I looked at my shadow one more time. The sun was low. My shadow was tall again. And something else had changed. So it says, how is Jada's morning shadow different from her afternoon shadow? How is the morning sun different from the afternoon sun? So in the morning, I'm noticing the sun is on this side and her shadow's on this side. And it's tall. In the afternoon, the shadow is on this side of her and her shadow's on the opposite side. Again, it also looks pretty tall. The sun looks almost as low as the morning. In the morning, the sun was over the fence. My shadow pointed at the water. In the afternoon, the sun was over the water. My shadow pointed at the fence. Now the sun was going down. Mom folded her umbrella. Billy put his shovel in his bucket. It was time to go home. We walked toward the parking lot. My shadow pointed the way to go. The end. Okay. So I'm going to stop my share. Okay. So you all read in that book what happened to Jada and her shadow. So what I want you all to do, and you all are going to, maybe you have a sibling at home, maybe you don't, or a parent who's willing to do this with you. And I know we've had some snow today and yesterday. And I don't know, the weather in Breckenridge is very unpredictable. But I'm hoping we're going to have some nice days soon. So at some point this week, it doesn't have to be today if it was snowy, I want you to either go out and trace your shadow or have someone trace your shadow. Or if you don't have anybody who can trace your shadow, I want you to take a toy or something and trace its shadow. So you can see what its shadow looks like at 9 a.m. or sometime early in the morning, and then check again around lunchtime, around noon, and then if you can check even later around 3 or 4, and see how that shadow has changed through the day and trace that shadow at each of those different times. And then I want you to take a picture with your iPads and post it to Seesaw and explain how those shadows have changed throughout the day. And hopefully your teachers are going to post this video to Seesaw as well. I hope you guys had an awesome break, and I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with.